Right now, it is Friday, May 24th, 2024, and it is the start of the Memorial Day weekend, and I just love traveling places and exploring places and going to these vacation resorts and just being around people that I care about. So I'm going to be hitting the road. I'm either going to be going south into Florida or I'm going to be going north as far as North Carolina. I just don't know yet. I'm giving myself another hour or so before I decide which direction I go. But you'll find out when I upload content, because I'm going to be recording my trip and just exploring places and sharing it with you. So you'll see where I end up. In the meantime, I got to get ready and prepare myself for the drive, because you know how it is during the holidays. Forget about it. People driving all over the place. You know, you got to be extra careful, you know, while commuting. So I'm hoping that you're going to be careful out there while you're commuting, because it's the holidays. You know, it's the Memorial Day weekend. It's going to be busy out there on the roads. You got all kinds of people going all different places. And I'm sure a lot of people are going to either these vacation resorts in South Carolina or in Florida. You know, those are some really, really, really popular places. So it's very possible that people are going to be going south. So that's why I might end up going further north instead of going into Florida, because I feel like maybe I'm going to be dealing with a lot of traffic. But I do want to visit one of my good friends in Florida, but then I also want to visit one of my good friends going up north and some other people who I care about. So I don't know. I'm confused right now, but I do have some video clips that I want to share with you.
Time for some chicken tacos. Now this is the healthy version. Everything on here is the healthy version. Got olive oil, lean chicken, low-fat chicken. And then I have some onions, the green onions, tomatoes, and some lettuce, some sour cream, just a little bit of sour cream. And these are corn tortillas right there. And I make my sauce out of chili powder and paprika.
I ate those chicken tacos and they were good. I can't believe tomorrow is going to be the first day of the Memorial Day weekend. I got a lot of things that I got to pack up and bring with me. I just got to make sure that I don't forget anything, because every time I go on a road trip, I might be about a few hours into the trip, and then I'm thinking, oh, did I forget this? Did I forget that? And then I'm looking in the car, I'm looking in the back, looking in the suitcase, you know, looking everywhere to see if I forgot anything. And so I have to stand and just think before I leave, because if I don't, I'm going to be very disappointed when I have to drive all the way back, because if it's something very important, like I'm looking around in here now to see if there's anything that I got to bring, because I know there was something in the garage that I need to bring with me. And I got to make sure I don't forget. Isn't that something, like when you go on a road trip, do you ever think about what you might be forgetting while you're driving? And then a part of you is thinking, oh, you got it. And the part of you thinks you might not have remembered to bring it. So then you start stressing, but you're too hesitant to stop and look, because you figured, it's got to be in there. It's got to be there. Because you don't want to waste time, right? Then the further you go, you start thinking about it. Maybe I better check. Maybe I better look to see if I bought it. Because if I didn't, the further I'm driving, then that's more time I have to waste to turn around to get it. And then you start thinking, if you did forget it, is it really worth driving back to get it? Especially if you've already been an hour or two into your road trip.
I love the color in the skies at night. You know, it starts to get very colorful. You can hear those nighthawks out here. They're out there flying around. When they dive, they make a loud, like a rumble sound. They're out here. I've been busy just doing some yard work out here, cleaning up some of the fronds from the saw palmettos, and they're growing some berries right now. So, yeah, the berries have medicinal purposes there. You can use them, I guess, if you
if you know what you're doing, right? All right, so here's the saw palmettos that grow in abundance all over the place. And right here, look at that. Little seeds or berries, whatever you want to call them right there. Now, there are some supplements that contain saw palmetto. And I'm looking right at it right here in its natural form. Do some research. Let me know what you think that's used for. Yeah, what do you think the saw palmetto is used for? Let me know in the comments. I'm sure you'll look it up and you'll be like, wow, I didn't know that. You know, but got plenty of it here, so it's a good time over here for me. I'll show you some more stuff out here. A lot of wilderness, a lot of animals out here. We gotta take care of some of these dead trees. You know, there's a few of them down here that gotta take them down. I don't want to leave them up. It becomes a fire hazard. You know, you don't want that. So, gotta go back here. There's some nests back here too. So, I got squirrel nests. Even got some owls back here. Quite interesting what kind of animals are in the woods. But it's nice to have woods in my backyard. I thought that when I moved down here that I wasn't gonna find a place that had woods, especially in this area. But I lucked out. So, plenty out here. So I wanted to have a place that had, you know, enough property so that I can do my walk in the backwoods and maybe even put a little, what do you call it, shed out here somewhere, you know? Just have something to put some of my extra tools in. You never know. I accumulate stuff over the years and I'd rather not have things all crammed up in the garage, you know? I want to have some room in my garage just to be able to walk around, you know? Look at these interesting things here. Right on the ground here. Let me know what you think these are right here. They're all over the place, like in the woods back here. Of course, some more saw palmettos. And there's no shortage around here for sure. There's plenty of them down here in these woods. And these are some big, I mean, these pine cones, look at the size of these things. I mean, my hand compared to that. I mean, these are giant. Really big pine cones up there. More saw palmettos. Looks like a tortoise, a gopher tortoise burrow right here. So I'm gonna keep my distance from there. I don't want to disturb that. Well, it doesn't look like it's, I don't know, maybe it's still being used, but there's a lot of pine needles in there. It's quite interesting back here. Some more of these right here. What do we got back here, huh? Wow. Okay, I hear some bugs. Okay. The problem is, like, when you start walking at night, these no-see-ums start coming out. It's the time of year, because right now it's Friday, May 24th, 2024. So, I don't know, it seemed like they started coming out in April. and it's just getting worse now as the weather gets warmer. They just love to come out when the sun starts to go down, and they will just eat you alive. Now, I find that certain topical applications work. You know, some of the natural stuff I prefer, and I've tried different things. Even tried this Avon stuff. Forget what it is. It's in a little bottle, spray bottle. Sure, you might know in the comments there. Let me know. Just can't remember what it is. Something soft, I forget. Skin soft, I forget. I really don't remember. I just know that Avon had a product. I think it was like a yellowish color, a little clear something. But I knew that worked for me at times. But sometimes I just got to move fast, you know. Like if I walk slow, I feel like these no-see-ums just bother me. So I end up having to like walk really at a fast pace or just run. It's the only way to get away from them sometimes. But yeah, I figured I'd go for a walk here. 'Cause I'm gonna be leaving early in the morning. I mean like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning is when I'll be leaving. So I got my stuff packed up. And I don't know if I want to spoil where I'm going until I get there, you know, so I'll share with you the video clips in the next video, and then you'll figure out by then where I ended up going. So that's what I'll do. But I figured I'd take you with me back here so you can see how beautiful it is back here and share with you what I do, you know, when it gets about this time of night. I'll walk through the woods, I'll look around, see if I find anything. I'll walk through the neighborhood, get my steps, and just get my fresh air. It's nice and quiet around here. There's not a whole lot. You know, I live in an area that's just away from the hustle, which is a good thing, you know. Don't have to worry about all that. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ouch. Be careful when I'm walking. I gotta get like a flashlight or something. All right. Ooh. The other thing you gotta watch out for, which I notice it usually comes later in the season, these little sand spurs, or whatever you call them, little spurs, like little, oh man, those things, you start stepping on them. And they just stick to your socks, your legs. Holy, ooh, rabbit, right there. Let me see if I can show you. Right there. Hello there, bunny. You know, I had some carrots in the house. I do have some carrots. Maybe I could bring some out here. You want me to bring some carrots out here? You want some carrots? You want some carrots? I'll go get some carrots. Man, I got fresh organic ones. They're really good for you. I'll get some. I'll go bring them. I'll bring some out here. I know you're listening. Yeah, just gotta go in the house and get some carrots, you know? What if this rabbit's gonna stay there waiting for me to get the carrots? What do you think? Let's see. Go get some. Just looking around. You never know what could pop up in here. I got me some carrots. Okay. Got some carrots right here. Now let's see what happens. Is the rabbit gonna still be there? I got a carrot for you. It's a orange carrot right here. All right, I'm just gonna toss it. Let's see. Right there, carrot. Might have kind of, see, there's the carrot right there. Can you smell it? I don't know. Should I hand it to the rabbit? Maybe if I'm, hey, I got a carrot for you. Like right here. I don't know. All right. I'll toss it back in there. Yeah, well, I'll let him be. He'll probably have the carrot when I'm walking away. It's getting darker. See, I planted a pineapple. Look at that, it's growing. I'm gonna have a pineapple on here. I got a couple of them around the yard. I love pineapples. And I love palm trees, as you see. All right, I hear the other bird that starts at nighttime. The Chuck Will's widow, I can't get it right sometimes. It's out there. Hopefully the rabbit was able to enjoy some of those carrots there. You know, especially organic. Can't get any better than that. Guess I'm gonna have to take me a shower and go to bed early so that I have an early start without being sleepy. Well, I don't really get tired. I don't know what it is. Like, I'll get up in the morning and I'm ready to go. I'm ready to conquer the world. I'm ready to, ready to work out. One thing I don't lack is energy. So I just want to make sure I get enough sleep for health reasons. But yeah, I can go to bed at 3 in the morning, get up at 6 or 7 and be fine. But I'm getting up around 4 or 5, I believe. And just don't want to throw my whole sleeping pattern out of whack, my circadian rhythm. I got to keep all that going properly. I don't want to throw things, like I said, I don't want to disrupt all that. I can't forget my chia seeds. I got to pack them with me because I put those in my smoothie too. And see, I take my smoothie with me and I'm able to plug it in while I'm in the car, so that's not a problem. I have portable power with me and I blend these up in the blender. Is it a processor? It's a Ninja. Yeah, blend these up. These are really healthy, full of omega-3 and fiber. Yeah, just gotta be careful with the fiber when I'm driving though. That's why I'm gonna leave the prune juice here. It's different kinds of fiber. You got soluble and insoluble fiber. So, just gotta have the right balance, but this is coming with me. I gotta have my flaxseed, so it's kind of hard to eat it like this. You end up choking on it because it's like all dry. So what I end up doing is I mix it with something to drink, like water and stevia, or I'll put it in milk and let it sit for a while, and then it'll be much easier to consume. Otherwise, forget about it, trying to consume this while it's dry. But I gotta have my flaxseed when I'm on the road too. I gotta have my omega-3s and my fiber and all that. Probably not too much though, because I'm not stopping anywhere. None of those bathrooms. It's disgusting in those places. I don't want to be in those. Just wanted to mention that I'm bringing bananas with me, and these bananas have freckles. Let me know in the comments what the significance are of bananas that have freckles when it comes to nutrition. Just want to see if you know. Just let me know in the comments, and then I'll reveal the answer in another video, or maybe I'll respond in the comments after everybody has a chance to respond. What kind of influence it has on the nutritional value. Oatmeal. I got to bring oatmeal. I got to have oatmeal to snack on. So I'm going to bring this with me. It's dried, but I'll just put it in my smoothie. Let it sit for a while, mix it up, blend it. Because I take my blender with me and I have a portable power. I can plug it in no matter where I am and blend while I'm on the road. I can stop and blend. So I can blend this in my smoothie. I do that when I'm home. So I can do that on the road, right? I gotta have my beet powder. So, I mix this with water. I don't have to bring this whole big bag. I'm just gonna put it in a Ziploc bag. And then I'm gonna bring this with me because when I have my water, I can just put this in a water bottle and shake it up and have me some beet juice. It's 100% beet juice. Why not? Just take it on the road with me. So this is coming with me in a smaller package. I got plenty of garlic. I'm gonna take some of this garlic with me. I gotta have my garlic. Without garlic, I feel like I'll just be bothered by too many people. You know, I'm trying to have fun, but I need to have my personal space just to be around people that I want to be around. So I'm bringing some garlic. Well, it's not for that. It's for nutritional purposes. So bringing some garlic too. Oh, I can't forget the walnuts. So it's gonna bring some walnuts. Got to have walnuts, especially if I'm driving, you know, a long distance. I need to stop somewhere and charge up the Tesla and have some of these. You know, whenever I have to stop, I have my snacks. So I'm gonna have some of these with me. I'm gonna take them right now. Oh, I can't forget to bring this because this is my cinnamon. You know, this really helps with my blood sugar. So I'm gonna bring some of this cinnamon with me. This is the high grade cinnamon, the Ceylon cinnamon, the healthiest cinnamon. And I'm taking this with me. I can mix it in my cereals, smoothies, and all that. So I gotta bring it. All right, so yeah, I gotta bring my honey with me. I gotta have my honey, you know, along for the ride. You know, it's really good. I like it. So I'm bringing that with me too. Organic too. I gotta bring my Ninja and my power source so I can run it anywhere I go. Right here, I take this with me and this on a road trip. That's how I am able to use my blender on the road. You know, those power supplies you have in your vehicles, those little small ones, not enough power to run that blender. You need something big like that. I gotta make sure I bring some strawberries because, you know, can't let them sit here. I gotta take them with me because I love strawberries. I'm also bringing some of these right here, kiwis. I love them, so these are coming with me. And then my prune juice, which has a lot of fiber, and it's maybe I better not bring that because then I'll be stopping too many times. Yeah, we're not gonna bring that. I'm not making stops unless I go in the woods. Nah, forget it. Let me just put this back. One more thing, supplements. I gotta take those right there, all these with me. Up there, down there, all in here. Gotta take my supplements. Probably just put them in a Ziploc bag so I don't have to like haul a suitcase full of supplements. That would just be too much. Here's my breakfast before my road trip. Got my pasture-raised scrambled eggs right there. And my fruits and vegetables. Then of course, I have my smoothie that I'm taking out of the freezer right now because I blended it up and I like it nice and cold. So that's gonna be part of my breakfast before I hit the road. I think I got everything packed. I usually forget things. I don't want to have to come back here. It's almost 7 o'clock in the morning. Just gotta double check to make sure I got everything. Then that's it, hitting the road. Well, after a 4.5 hour drive, I made it this far. I'm gonna try Sprouts right there. See how that is. Right now it's Saturday, 25th of May 2024. Gonna go right in here. Gonna try that out. Kinds of fresh vegetables. Look at this. Little eggplants. These probably spicy. Carrots. I'm in Sprouts right now. Checking this out, it's pretty nice. I'm gonna keep looking around. They got all kinds of dried stuff here. Oh, those. I love those. Got some dates. Pineapples. Tomatoes. Look at that. Oh yeah. Avocados. They got all kinds of organic eggs, pasture raised. Oh yeah. I gotta make me some of that sushi, or you know, some of the salmon. I'm gonna get lost in here. There's a lot of stuff to by, but just on a road trip, I didn't get a cool, I didn't think, I got to get a cooler if I start getting stuff. That's the problem. I didn't prepare myself. I got to get a cooler and put it in the Tesla so I can be able to take it back home. Getting the supercharge done and gonna finish exploring. It's a nice place around here. It's really hot down here though. But, got my stuff. And this is new content. This isn't old repeats. This is new. It's the 25th of May, 2024. It's new. Right here, I just got my Sentry mode security cameras on because I'm keeping an eye on things. You know, I still have this, you know, in the back of my head, thinking about that crazy stalker woman who, you know, was just following me everywhere, and she knew what I was driving, and I just didn't want to have to deal with that again. So I ended up getting rid of the Tesla, and time went by, things have changed, but yeah. I've been recording more content because I'm trying to bring some more positive, uplifting content to this channel in absence of what appears to be paranormal videos coming from this house, because I don't want to go down that road. I just want this to be a positive environment, and I don't want to turn my house into a negative place, you know, a negative environment where I don't feel myself, where I don't enjoy being here. I don't want that to happen, and I don't want to have that anxiety associated with uploading content that just makes my house appear to be the most haunted house anywhere, because you know how it is. You see a lot of crazy things happen and you see stuff flying around. You got to assume, you know, this is a place you don't want to go to, and I don't want to be that guy where nobody wants to come visit because I got the, you know, things flying around the house. You'd be like, I'm not coming over to your house, but you know, that's how it is. That's why I don't want to put that kind of content about my house on YouTube. You know, I don't even know why I started that. I should have just left it up north, and then I could have just escaped it. But like I said, something had followed me. So, you know, it's not like I could just 100% get away from it. But, you know, like I said before, if you watch my other videos, it explains the whole paranormal type and ghost type content. So I don't need to, you know, go down that road and explaining it again. So in the meantime, I got some video clips here that I want to share with you. And I'm trying to just focus on bringing new content. So what you are going to see is something that you have never seen before, because I've never uploaded it yet. And maybe after a certain point, I might show you some content that I did upload years ago that just did not get enough views. It didn't reach out to enough people. And so it's a 90% chance that you might not have seen it, because this was maybe 10% of my channel subscribers saw this. So the other 90% didn't see it yet. And the likelihood is you haven't seen it, especially if you have subscribed over the last couple of years, then you didn't get any notification for such videos. There has been a lot happening in my life, and I try not to bring any of the negative to the channel. And that's one of the reasons why I decided it was best not to make any paranormal type content in my home. I don't mind going places and exploring haunted places and sharing that with you, and going ghost hunting with my friends. I just don't like bringing that kind of negative energy to my home, or that kind of attention to my home. And you know, I know everybody started getting so used to the paranormal type content, and so without me making any more content or entertaining anything in this house, or trying to make a big thing about things, you know, to try to entertain you, I've been re-uploading some of the older paranormal type content to fill in the gaps between uploads. Because the way YouTube is, you have to keep the momentum going. You gotta continually upload, and when I don't have anything, I start to get anxiety. So I gotta like put something out there. But it was nice to be able to upload some new content in the last couple of uploads. I know one of them had a mixture of some new and some old at the same time, but mostly new. And so now I'm pushing for 100% all new, never uploaded, never seen before, you know, recorded within a day or two of being uploaded. So that's my mission now. And you never know where I'll be going. I could be exploring anywhere with my good friends, some of them you may know on YouTube, and just having a good time. And there's some things I want to address, and I'm going to address it in another video, and it has to do with the Tesla. And, you know, it was quite a few months. How many months? I don't even know. It seemed like a lifetime ago. I made a video where I, was kind of pushed to have to sell the Tesla. But there was more to it than a financial thing, like I was stressing about finances and, the doctor bills and from all these procedures and just the cost of living and all the other things, limited income. I started having all this stress and anxiety over it, and I just felt like it was just consuming me. And so I ended up thinking about things. But there was another contributing factor to me having to let go of the Tesla, and that was that Stalker woman, because she was obsessed with me and obsessed with my Tesla. And so she was always looking for the Tesla, and then she would follow me places, and she would try to follow me home, but I was too, I guess, I just observe a lot. And when I noticed that she was behind me or way behind me, I would fake her out and go places that were totally away from home. And it became very stressful. She put me through all that, and this has been ongoing for years. And I felt the best thing to do is for me to just get rid of the Tesla and get a vehicle where she won't recognize me. If I had the money, I would have bought another vehicle and I kept the Tesla, but I couldn't do both. So I had to make a decision. And of course, then made a deal with the person who bought it. And I felt pressured into it. But in the long run, the car payments end up being cheaper than the monthly expense of maintaining a vehicle that was requiring gas and maintenance. So it only made sense to have a Tesla since I have charging at home and solar panels. I get free, it's like having free gas. So the expenses were becoming crazy. It was much higher than a car payment. So I was like, okay, well, I know what to do. I know what my options are. So I'll get into the details on everything that I went through and how she pushed me to that point and why she's no longer a problem because of a certain thing she has done. A few months back, she stole some property from somebody. I'm not saying who these people are, but she ended up getting in trouble with the law for that. And hey, found out she's not even like a US citizen. So she got deported to Mexico. And that was a couple months ago. And then I was like, you know what? I don't have to worry about her anymore. And it would be more economical to have the Tesla than having some vehicle. So I ended up trading the vehicle back. And of course, I love my gray vehicles, but then I had to get something that was like bright orange, something that would throw her off. A totally different vehicle. But that situation's over with. But I'll get more into that, maybe. I don't know. That's going to be it for now. Finally made it back safely. I was going to stay overnight there, but the accommodations that I was going to stay at had no vacancies because it's the Memorial Day weekend, and any of the availabilities were just way out of my price range. And I didn't want to ask any of my friends, I have some friends who have Airbnbs. I didn't want to be that person like, oh, let me have a day there. No, I'm not a freeloader. So I explored some places, got away from here for a little bit, and it was just nice to do that. And I'm glad to share some positive content that just makes me feel better about myself instead of doing this ghost type or paranormal type videos in my home. I don't mind exploring places elsewhere that could be potentially haunted, and it's even better when I'm doing this with my friends, but I don't want to do that here in my home. So I give you extra thanks. So I'm very appreciative. So I felt it was time to, it was a struggle trying to get away from that because I felt the pressure of having to upload paranormal type content, and it was just taking a toll on me mentally. And so it's nice to just do the kind of content that's wholesome, that makes me happy, and has nothing to do with me running around in the house, screaming at the walls, yelling Ghost and Stalker and all the other crap that most people like to watch, at my expense, it seems like, at my expense of my mental health, because I don't think it's healthy for anybody to be yelling at walls and trying to summon demons in your house. It just doesn't seem a very healthy thing to do if you want to be able to live in that house and be able to sleep at night. So maybe if you do that somewhere else that doesn't have any attachment to you so that you can get away from it. But when you do that kind of stuff in your own house, if you believe you have a haunted house and you're drawing attention to it, then you got to think about the consequences. You're going to have this negative energy in your home, and it's going to weigh you down. It's going to stress you out. You're never going to feel like you can have peace and quiet, or at least have some kind of stability, emotional stability in your home. Because then if you are trying to summon demons and ghosts on YouTube for YouTube entertainment, which seems like that was the road I was going down, and I had to get away from that, and every little thing I heard is like, oh, I had to jump to conclusions and think, oh, it's paranormal. But I'm not even going to talk about the details of that, because I'm trying to get away from that. The paranormal can happen away from my home, but I don't want, like I said, it's not happening here. And this is like a repeat, like not this video. This is all new, but I'm saying me talking about it, it's repetitive. But I am so thankful for you taking the time to watch this content, especially when it's wholesome content like this that has nothing to do with ghost type videos or paranormal type videos or whatever you may think that kind of content is, when I'm screaming at the walls, yelling at ghosts or what have you. It's great that you're here watching. Anyway, I got to go. I had a long day, and I'm going to probably hit the road again, but not go as far. So who knows? Because, that was like 4.5 hours there, 4.5 hours back. That's like 9 hours of driving. Ugh. Plus, I had to make some pit stops, so that took up time. But smash that like button to help the YouTube algorithm, and be sure to turn on the notification bell, and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss a thing, because YouTube seems to have a problem pushing my videos out, which is another reason why you see some re-uploads, because my videos aren't reaching out, so I have to try the algorithm again. And on top of me just not having content, because, I'm not trying to be that person in my house yelling ghost anymore. That's elsewhere that I'll do such things, with friends preferably. But that's going to be it. Take care and be safe.